with has had a great experience.
Totally agree. There's nothing quite as powerful as a great video testimonial. When we see words on the site, even though they're probably 99% of the time very genuine, we can all write whatever words we want as a testimonial. But getting someone to actually appear on video and deliver that message, that is so genuine and authentic, isn't it?
But to make it more than a testimonial, for my mind, a testimonial is someone there saying, I've worked with so-and-so, they're brilliant, I'd say to anyone else to use them. What I'm talking about here is telling an engaging story, showing someone something being made, something being used, someone happy with the service, actually showing how it changes lives, a short 1.5 minute story where people see with their own eyes and hear the story of how someone's life has been changed by your business.
I think there, Matthew, we have a great explanation of what you do. Getting over that impact that a company's had on a very real life. Beautiful.
Thank you.
So let's go back to the fear of being on video. You're quite an experienced broadcaster. So have you got any tips for people who can see the potential of everything we're talking about, but are nervous about being on video themselves?
Well, first of all, you don't actually have to appear in it yourself. For instance, as I've just been talking about a case study, you don't need to appear in that case study. That customer, who's probably going to love being filmed anyway, because they're getting a chance to really sell themselves as well, they will do the talking for you if it's a case study. There are other ways you can do it. You can get there's a lot of animated videos you can get done these days as well. Those are great. Actors, get an actor in. Some people might not be too keen on an actor because they, as I said, they want to be genuine, and they fear that if someone realizes it's an actor, they'll think, oh well, it's all a bit of a setup. So you have to consider that. But maybe you want to see it as another challenge for your business development journey. Maybe there was a time in the past when you didn't even think about running a business, or you were worried about running your own business. Look at how you've got over that and doing your business now. Actually, this is a new challenge for you to overcome that fear or that worry about appearing on screen. You can get some presentational coaching. I do that as well myself. So if you need to appear, you can be coached through it. One thing I often say to people before appearing, I will coach them through the sorts of lines they want to say. Rather than doing a long interview like this, you're really on video trying to capture the real nub of the issue, very short little pieces. If I'm doing a 1.5 minute video, I don't want half an hour of someone talking to go through and edit a few seconds from. I need to get, say, 2 15-second great sound bites, rather like radio, really. So why not just work with them on getting those 2 15 seconds to sound great without worrying about the rest? And then you slot it into a longer story or production, maybe talking to a client, maybe using a voiceover to show the business in progress. So there's some ideas there. But on most occasions, the crew who are filming you, the producer, the director, even the cameraman, the interviewer, they will work with you off screen. And it's recorded. It's not live. If something goes wrong, they can redo it. They can shoot it again. And finally, I would say, look, some people just want to be film stars. Some people would just think, oh, my chance to be on television, I'm a star. Treat it as a bit of fun. Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. I think that's a great bit of advice in almost everything we do, isn't it? Does it get easier over time? Have you found yourself that the more you broadcast, create videos, the easier it all becomes?
Well, everything you do, you learn something. You make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. People make errors. It's how you learn from them. So through my period, I've done some really great films I'm really proud of. Some of them I thought, I can learn from that. And so it's a progression. So each film, you've got something new to it. And that progression is the same with technology. You get new bits of technology which make life easier and enable you to get different shots you could never get before. These days, people are doing loads and loads of aerial views through drones that in the past you would have had to have hired an aircraft, a pilot, and spent a lot of money getting your aerial footage. Now it's a lot cheaper, although still with drones there are licenses and insurances to be aware of.
Good point. Matthew, how do you use video to promote your own business?
Well, there's two ways. I've got a new show reel out. Whoa! So I use a show reel. So I take some example pieces from recent productions, edit them together with a funky music track, so that people can watch in a short amount of time a selection of things that I've done. And you can also consider that the client's films, in many ways, are my films as well. They're a chance to advertise because those clients will be showing those to other people. And if you've done your job properly, people will say, oh, that's good. Who did that for you? Oh, it was Konopods. Oh, could you give me their details? That's how I use video myself.
Great stuff. I think your final point there about the work that you do is always your best referrer. If other people see other people succeeding or having great things created, whether they be video, graphic designs, illustrations, whatever, they always want to know who did it. We're all looking for that extra factor, aren't we, in what we do?
Yes, because whatever you say about social media, and even through social media, that it is still personal referrals which count more than anything. And some people will do it face-to-face at networking. Some people will do it passing someone they know in the corridor. Some people will do it by tweeting someone a show reel and saying, have a look at this. This might answer your problems for getting a video production person in.
Good stuff. So Matthew, we spoke earlier on about conversion and sales tracking and looking at the effect video has for a business. What have you found are the best ways to measure the effect of video?
Well, with the a lot of people will look at the views. A lot of people are just worried about the views, and I've seen this in action in the business environment in Cornwall, where it's how many views can you get. I think it's difficult to always go by those. So how do I measure them myself? For me, I measure the success of my videos not by views, but the amount of people I get asking me to do work with them, and and it's about quality as well for me. So it's not about how much for me personally. For the clients, it's about views. For me, it's not about views. When the client puts out a video that I've made for them, they will want the views. For me, for my stuff, I just want the quality. That's what I'm focused on.
Both good points there. So we want to know our video that we've just spent a fair budget on and spent a lot of time creating is being watched, so I can understand why views are important. But you raise a good point about when people contact you, you know something has been successful. And that's the final measure of everything we do, is how much awareness are we creating that also turns into actual inquiries. So do you do anything to help videos get views, or to even help that video create a certain call to action that the client wants?
Well, I mean, one of the things we do is we are building links with SEO and marketing experts. It's about getting those targeted campaigns, those targeted views. So we have people who can create those opportunities and those links with the video. What we do, we create the content. We are focused on creating the content. We never profess ourselves to be the marketing experts. We're the experts in creating the content that is needed for the marketing campaign. The people who are experts at getting those videos out there are the SEO people, the marketing people. Everyone has their fortes and their strengths, and to go out there and profess that I am someone who's a personal marketing expert in that area is not what I'm going to do. I say I work with people who are. I am focused on creating the content in the first place. Without the quality content, there is no point in getting the best marketing people in.
Absolutely correct. If you don't give people something to market, then it's very, very tough. We're not really promoting anything. We're just promoting a concept of what someone wants.
Exactly.
I think you make a great point there about sticking to your specialisms. It'd be very, very tough for me to go and help someone make a video.
Exactly. It's the same with all businesses. You do what you do well, and what you don't do well, you get someone else to do.
Sure. I think you're in a great world, though. You know, we've chatted a little bit between us about certainly Facebook right now has a real focus on video. And because of that, when we do promote videos through Facebook ads, then the cost per click, per view and per promotion is way lower than it is on a text ad. So that is an opportunity for the corporate world and the business world. So I think making those links from your side is a perfect strategy. You focus on the content, create great things, which in turn helps those opportunities for video right now go further.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
So Matthew, let's say you're talking to a new business stepping out in 2016. What would you suggest they do to utilise the power of video? Some tips. First of all, I would say do your research. Before you do anything, do your research. So things like watch a lot of YouTube first of all, or Vimeo or whatever. Make sure you watch video online. See what other people are doing. What sort of video is your competition using? See what they've got on their sites. What approach are they using? And maybe even your current customers, maybe your new customers that come through the door, ask them what sort of video do they watch online? Do they watch anything online? What do they like watching? Ask them, do a bit of research. That's my key tip to start with. So from that, you'll be able to get an idea of what your competition is doing, the sort of tricks they're using, and you'll be able to then think, okay, they're doing that. How do I make myself look different, sound different, and come up with something which differentiates me? So the first step is research, which sounds like fun research, watching YouTube and watching videos all day.
Don't just watch cats.
That's tip number 2.
Yeah.
No animals.
Look at your industry. What sort of videos are they doing? Are they having fun with the service or the product? Are they doing it? I think the thing is, it depends what industry you're in. And a professional industry such as lawyers, they find it difficult to have fun on video because they want people just to get the information from them, the tips on the latest laws, and get people to come to them. They don't want people to look at their site and think, oh, they're not too serious, are they? So it depends what you're doing. But if you're doing food, food is entertainment. You want to have some fun. You want to get people to enjoy the character of your food, and you can do that through video. So
it's finding the right emotion for the business that you do. So law is a serious thing, so we can't have fun when we're talking about legal matters. But as you say, when you're displaying food, it is about enjoyment, isn't it? And
well, see, I'm not saying you can't have fun, but a lot of lawyers will think they can't have fun because they are worried about what their consumers, their customers rather, their clients will think about them.